Hello. Huh? Hello, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Somebody move my camera. It should be. There you go. Okay. Alright. If this is the first time you join one of my streams, hello, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Normally, what I do is I draw something. And last time I was drawing this guy. I haven't finished it. I have to upload it. But yeah. Yeah. So basically, I draw for around an hour, and you can ask questions or just hang around if you want. Uh, just chat. That also works. Whatever works for you. Well, that's what I do on the stream. So yeah, if you're interested, you can hang around or yeah, move on to different things. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Did I break this thing? Probably. With my luck, I wouldn't be surprised. There you go. It's holding. Cool. Right. So I draw with a pen, and that's the way I've been drawing for a while now, with some exceptions, but yeah. Let's see. I don't know what I'm. Maybe I'll film the intro after. Could be. So this time around, I just really enjoy this image of this rhino by Keith Markiley. I think that's a photographer's name. Sorry if I butchered that, but that's the name of the photographer. You can find the work that you're seeing on Unsplash if you want to check it out. Yeah. It's just never mind. Just cool. All right. See if I can do something cool this time around. Thank you. Likewise. Did this stop? Oh no, it's working. Cool. Cool. Usually, the way I start this drawings is by framing the piece onto the page, or working on the overall composition. You can also say that, sort of as the main strategy. And I would recommend anyone that wants to try this sort of thing to also try to do that. Just focus on the large shapes. Hello, Beaky. How are you? Thank you for joining. So I might miss the mark in certain things, but as I mentioned, what I try to do is make it so that is this broken? Oh, it's the other one that's anyway. All good. Thankfully, all good. Did this turn on? Oh, it's the mode. The mode of this thing. There you go. That should be better. Like I turned the air conditioning on, and it just went into a different mode. What is going on? Why are you not? Okay. Well, took a little bit to restart. So, if you can see here, that's the top part of the rhino that you can see right there. This would be his backside, and this would be the ear. So if I project a small line, or if I project a line downwards, I can sort of get the point guesstimation of where the horn starts. So something like right there. Oh, I took the wrong pen. Oh, doesn't matter. Maybe this one's better for this sort of thing. The other one is a little bit clogged. I don't know. It's definitely different than this one. Can I remove it without messing it up? There you go. Bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum bum bum. Also, a good thing to do with a pen is to do confident lines. You usually want to do that. You want to avoid doing like that sort of thing. That's no bueno. You want to have confidence in the lines you put on the page. Doesn't matter if you're using a pencil or whatever you're using. Doesn't matter. So this would be like the front of the mouth. As I said, I could mess it up, but I'm trying not to. And this one in particular, if you squint your eyes, it's really easy to see the shape. So it has good contrast. It's a really good picture. And I messed that curve up because it's more pronounced, like to there. So now I have that. But well, what you gonna do, right? And today counts. I think this is stream number 74. I think that's the stream we're at. By the way, also I hope you can hear me well. I haven't checked that. Yeah, seems like you can. Cool. I'm trying to think I mentioned this in the last few streams. I've been trying to get myself monetized so I can, yeah, I don't know, continue to pursue this. Otherwise, I don't know, I'm reconsidering certain things that I don't want to reconsider. But yeah. I cannot read that. What does that say? I guess hello. That means hello. I had no idea that what that said. Yeah. I don't understand Arabic, or I'm sorry if that's not Arabic. I don't know that language. If you see me retracing, it's because sometimes this thing just stops with this paper. I don't know why, so I have to go back and go over what I just drew. Can be a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Right. Is this working? It's really hard for me to tell if this freaking thing is working. Turbo. Now it's doing something. Sorry for that. Been sneezing a lot lately. Hi, Gaiden. How's it going? How you doing? All good. Luckily, all good. All things considered. rhino appears. I wonder if I can. Maybe it's a weight on this thing. Let's see if I can get a shot of this last line for the outer shape. Bum, 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 bum. Two. Yeah, I can make a close up on that. Alright. So you get those two humps. Something like that. Cool. Come on, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? There you go. Well, I would say like most of my life, ever since I can remember. So maybe 3 years old or something. But like professionally, I graduated in 2009. Yeah. I studied illustration back in my home country in a design institute, the Caracas Design Institute. Well, school, Caracas Design School. I think that would be the translation. I don't know if you would translate that, but you get what I mean. A bunch of years ago. And yeah, been working as a creative for a long time in different departments. But yeah, illustration is like the thing that drove me towards this pursuits. So yeah. I hope I answered your question. Sorry, I had to remove the music because I went through a whole bunch of issues with the sound. Like one day I log into my computer and the sound wasn't working, so I had to, like, I couldn't stream that day. So the next day I was able to make it work after fighting the freaking thing for a while. And then I figured that it broke all my connections. So I was basically, I had music for YouTube and no music for other platforms because it, like, there's a bunch of companies that claim the music, and I honestly, I sometimes I think that they don't even own the music. They just, it's like, uh, say they own the music in order to be able to claim it. And Yeah, it's like a whole thing. So you get a claim for just having some free to use music on the background, and now they have revenue share of something like I'm the one doing the all the work. What did you do? I guess you could argue if they get like small a small percentage for the music. Uh, what I mean is the depending on the protagonism of the piece, uh, I get it, but I don't know. It's just internet stuff, and it's already free to use from YouTube. Like they encourage you to use it. That's why they have it. So it's kind of counterintuitive if you think about it, but it's what it is. It is what it is. Bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum 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 ba ba bum. I wonder if you can see exactly what I'm doing. Studio mode. Go. Yeah, cool, 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 cool. I don't know if I'm going to finish the entire thing today, but we'll see. We'll see how the cookie crumbles. Oh, the eye. It should be actually like here. Also, I take the time to ask you, uh, what do you think I should draw next? Should I continue with the animals? Should I focus on other stuff? What would you like for me to draw next? Just crickets. The magic of the internet, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, oh, oh. Dun, 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 dun. What is. Okay, there you go. My foot got caught on something. I'm actually gonna change to this one because this one, the size kind of has a mind of its own and decides to just squirt freaking ink all over. But this ones that I got recently are the other extreme. Like you really have to work for the ink to come out, which you could think maybe that is a bad thing, but actually, if you want to have control over what you're doing with this, you actually want something more like this rather than the other stream. I guess depends on how much contrast you want to add. If you want to go lightly on the page, or you want to really double down. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the trick for a lot of techniques, yeah, for a lot of techniques is small circles. A lot of techniques work fine if you just make small circles. If you're really subtle with it, you can do anything you need. Yeah. Anyway, hope that helps someone out there on the internet. Yeah. Bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum bum bum. It looks a little bit like paint by numbers unless I start adding more details to it. Is that what I'm seeing here? Let's just get closer. Yep. Look at this picture. This is freaking awesome. Look at that picture. Isn't that a great picture of a rhino? If that isn't a great picture, I don't know what is. I've seen. I think I saw a rhino once at a zoo years ago. I think it was like a mom with her cub. It was that was an awesome memory. For me, growing up, my favorite dinosaur was Triceratops. So seeing a rhino for me was like, okay, this is like. Of course, I don't think they're even related, but or maybe they are, could be. But for me, it was like, oh, This is the next best thing I can actually see. Hello. Gracias. Appreciate it. Muchas gracias. Thank you. Appreciate it. I put this here. There you go. Mhm. Mhm. Sí. Hablo español e inglés. Pueden preguntar en español o en inglés. No importa. Solo que hago mi contenido en inglés. Mm, creo que es una mezcla de cosas. La hora. Eh, no sé. Son muchas cosas. Pero quizás en algún momento. Maybe, maybe sometime I'll get a bunch of views. Who knows? Or maybe I'll just keep painting away on my own. Who knows? A rhino. Un rinoceronte. Pum, 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 pum. Hola. Sí, mucho tiempo. Todo bien. All good. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Eh, es un bolígrafo. Uh, it's a pen. Just a regular pen. Sí, es un Pilot Rex Grip. It's a really cheap pen, actually, but in reality, I think they're the best ones. I've tried different ones, and that's the best. Hello, Stephanie. How are you? How's it going? How has it been? You got me already along with this. All good. All things considered, I think. Eh. I'm happy with how this is going. I don't like the pen decided to do that. Um, Argentina. Sí, creo que me habías dicho. I think you told me that last time, I think, if I recall correctly. Sometimes I cannot remember, but I remember the account name. Eh, Buenos Aires. Oh, yeah. Palermo. Fancy part of the city. The fancy area of the city. Or one of the fancy ones. Uh, there are multiple, I guess. It's turning up okay. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking when you're starting because you don't know if it's gonna be a terrible drawing until you get to a certain point at which you're like, okay, I think I crossed that line already. I wonder if I should just 2018. So a few years back. Been here for quite some time already. Really like it here. I appreciate Argentina a lot. It's been super kind to me. Well, so we all have that type, the kind of days. So don't worry if you are having a hard time drawing. It's fine. Just you can do it tomorrow if you want. It's fine. For me, this is. I've mentioned this before, but this is like therapy to me. Some form of meditation. I don't know if whoever's watching have done meditation, but I would recommend it. It's good if you do it properly. And I found a few ways in which you can like use it to fall asleep. Oh, you do? Cool. And it's really good. It's good for you. Good. Yeah. Uh, when I was growing up, uh, like I think I was still in high school. I They got me because they knew I had predilection for like I always liked to draw. So they took me to art class, and the art class I went to was filled with like doctors and there were some retired people, but also like a bunch of doctors, surgeons, and so on and so forth, and they were really into painting and that sort of thing because it was like a way to channel all the stress they had to withstand on a daily basis. So yeah, art is it's really therapeutic. It's a way to communicate. And the good thing, like I'm doing something concrete, like I'm using an image and trying to follow the reference as makes it easier for me to chat while I'm doing this. With all the mistakes I make, eh, that maybe I'm the one that can see them, but I can see them. But you like if you want to do something like some art, you don't need to do anything that is like objective, like a creature or something. You can just do, I don't know, mandalas or any type of shape you would like, and you still get the same benefits. So it doesn't really matter what you paint, as long as you do it from an honest point of view. Like my grandmother, she for quite some time, I think she did a bunch of like paint by numbers. Uh, she actually has them at her house, and yeah, on those ones, all you're doing is choosing each color and painting. It's actually kind of tedious for me because I like the freedom. I tried it once because she had one of those things, and yeah, I was like, this is this is not for me. But that's another way that people paint. Like, I don't think those things are cheap because they're like they come with all the packets for each mix of paint. So I was really little when I remember having that experience, but yeah, it doesn't really matter what you choose to do. It can be just coloring, it could be whatever, as long as it makes you happy. Like, who cares? I'm pretty sure I would have way more followers if I've started doing this during the pandemic, but I was like full on, like head to toe in my job. By the end of it, I was like getting out of that position that I had, but during the most of the rough part of the pandemic, I was like full on engaged, and I wasn't doing anything on my social media. I think I posted like twice or something. Mm, do not. Come on, TikTok. Stop trying to cut off my stream. Please appreciate it if you don't do that. That'd be better. I think. I don't know, man. I should. There you go. A little bit better. Better framing. Just come on. Okay, cool. I think. No, I'm still cutting off. Oh my god. So there. There. I think. I don't know. The other thing is that I'm doing a bunch of shadow over the drawing, which I don't recommend. I have a light, but in order to make it work properly, I need an extension, which I don't have, so until I have that, we'll see how that. I like that you can do a lot of layering with this pen. With the other one, good luck trying to do this. It just would have already made a freaking mess out of the entire thing. With this one, you can really be subtle, which is what you want with an illustration. Really, you want to be as subtle as you can in certain areas and emphasize what you like. So I was trying to map out the shadows. Something like that. It's proving to be a little bit harder than I thought because of my own freaking. It's my own fault. I need to reconnect my lamp. This is a pain to work like this. Like I'm forcing my eyesight a lot more doing this. And you lose precision by doing this. Good idea. Good idea. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good idea. Why is it still shadow? Maybe that's. Oh, there you go. Yep. Thank you for that. I didn't think of that. Well, maybe because I'm gonna heat up the battery fast, but yeah, I should have thought of that. I actually have a flashlight, not here, but somewhere around the house, just in case of emergencies. Bow, 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 bow. You see a mud? He probably already got out a mud bath that I mentioned in the past. They do get mud baths every now and then. A mirror could be too. I don't have one of those. But I can do with this. Definitely. Most definitely. Actually, let me do another shot. Just in case. Of course, this is gonna turn off, but I can turn it back on. You know. There you go. There's 4. Cool. That's good enough. Enough slices. Cool. Oh god, my eyesight. It's thankful for the idea. You know when a camera is trying to focus and it just keeps on trying to focus. That's the feeling that you get when you're trying to force your vision. Hi. How's it going? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. I just mention it for others that might not be aware of what I'm talking about. All good. All things considered, I think all good. Yeah, I I would say so. Overall, I would say so. Yeah. Like I'm doing something I enjoy. I have a roof over my head. I can still do things. So, yeah, I I count my blessings. So, yeah, I'm thankful. I'm happy for those blessings. Not the best representation of the details I have, but it's doing what I can, really. Oh yeah, this is way better. The other pen was I was freaking fighting it the entire time. This one, it just feels right. Yeah. Yeah. Illustration has a lot of repetition built into it if you're doing techniques. It really does. Actually, if you see there in the background, that's also a rhino, but that's my country's map that I turn into a rhino. I think it's on my website. I don't remember if I have that there, but it's definitely on my Instagram. Maybe I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. Yeah, way past my hour mark, but I found a little bit of a groove, so I'm going to stick with it. Let's see how it goes. That's a little bit better. Yeah. When it comes to shading, just squint your eyes as much as you can so you can see actually the contrast. I'm really far away from the amount of contrast I should have, but this is just a sketch. If I were to like do this to the fullest, I would have to do like, I think, more layering or better layering than what I'm doing. Just scraping by and just getting the gist of it best I can. Oh, I'm guessing there's football going on. That sounds like football. Football. I think that was like, I thought people in my country were a little bit of football fanatics. We're mostly, I think we're more into baseball, way more into baseball. But when we got here, I was like, yeah, we barely we barely play. We're barely fans of football compared to what I've seen here. People here live and breathe football. Soccer for US. But for the rest of the world, food. Football. Oh, football. Yeah. I'm not the I'm not a great football fan. A little bit of an opium for the masses. But yeah, I don't blame them. I the World Cup, I definitely follow up on and try to see the matches and so on to see who's who's where, who's winning, if our country ever gets in, which we haven't ever. This area still needs. They're built like a tank. Football. Chill out. Chill out, please. Way easier said than done, though. This band is way better to do like hyperrealism than the other one. Way better, like miles better. Hello, how's it going? I did. I'm confused. Is this line? Bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum bum. box rotation. Oh, cool. I think I have some videos about drawing from a box. I think I mentioned this in the past. Yeah, that's good. I've been drawing for a long time. Uh, for a really long time. Uh, but cool. That's great that you're starting out your journey. I hope you continue to practice. It's just a practice thing. You keep going and improving with each and every iteration or exercise you do, and you can accomplish really amazing things. Really, you set your mind to it. Definitely didn't think that I would get this far when I started. I had all my hopes and dreams, but for a while I was like, yeah, maybe this. Sometimes you run into people that think is, I don't know. It's a weird thing that just because they couldn't do something or they cannot do something, then you can't either. So what I would say is just don't listen to that. Don't listen to people if they tell you something like that. Just just follow your own compass when it comes to that sort of thing. Yeah, I think so. I've been doing that for a long time. Maybe the thing is, if I have to do like likeness, I get all. I, I don't know. It just takes time, and sometimes it turns out the way you want it. Sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, definitely. Yeah. Live drawing sessions. You can do that too. You can. This can be a little bit bothersome to your family, but you can ask some of your family members to pose for you for like 5 minutes, or you can just choose a picture of your liking and you just try to draw what you're seeing. I don't know at what point you're at. You just mentioned the like rotating a box, and but I don't know if you know how to do other stuff. You can check out my channel about. I have a few videos about how to start drawing if you're interested. No, I might actually do like newer versions of the same videos, so I don't know. I was a little bit rusty on those videos and kind of, I don't know. I wasn't as loose as I would like, so. But the information is there if you want to check it out. There's also a bunch of other stuff you can watch that from different channels that you might find really useful to practice drawing. But yeah, You can do like 5 minute poses, 10 minute poses. It all depends on what you actually want to focus yourself on. Yeah, yeah, I did years ago. That's when I opened my channel. I think I don't remember the date exactly, but I think I made this channel when I was about to finish my my year at BFS, and what I uploaded was my demo reel, my animation demo reel, which I was actually going to be modeling, actually, like 3D modeling, but I switched to animation. I don't mind it, but maybe if I were to do it again, I would do modeling. Yeah. Well, I did like the full year there, and then worked in Canada for a while, and yeah, and then went back to my country. Hello, Beaky. How's it going? Yeah, BFS is a good school. I don't know where you did your course, if you did like the actual BFS, because I think they have a few other ones. Thank you, appreciate it. I do the best I can, really. So I think they open one in Asia or something. I haven't been following along with it. Bye, Stephanie. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. I'll be streaming next week. I won't stream tomorrow, so catch you next week. Oh, you been in Canada for a while? Yeah. Well, Canada is wonderful. I really enjoy my time in Canada. Would be nice to go back at some point. It's just not that simple to get like uh, a contract that, like, somebody that hires you for a long term. It's not as easy as getting shorter projects. So it's it's not as easy to get like the working visa, and well, that's kind of the limitation you have as an international student. That's the reality of it. It's a bummer, I'm not gonna lie, but nothing else I could do. So you're telling me that you did an online course with VFS, but you're in Canada? Are you like you're I'm guessing you're not in Vancouver because of what you mentioned, but could be mistaken. Oh, okay. Yeah, BFS is a good school. And if you already did a course, I would look for projects in in that field. I started I started looking for Craigslist gigs for 3D animation. That's how I started. Eventually, I got to work in a studio for a little bit. So, yeah, I can do like small projects in a small animation house, and then once you have a few projects under your belt, you could potentially transition to another studio, or you can just network and find uh, somebody that is willing to give you a chance at that field. But yeah, I know that it's not easy. I lived through it, so well, I like how this one turned out so far. That's awesome. Uh, that's really cool. I haven't. I really didn't have much luck with Upwork. I tried, but I don't know. There seems to be like a bunch of people that don't get back to you, and I don't know. After a while, I was like, okay, I guess I'll try different venues. I did have success with other platforms, but that one in particular, I wasn't able to land uh, a gig through that. But yeah, you can do a bunch of stuff. Like if you're into it, you can do a video. Huh? I think I was looking. I tried to find like concept art uh, projects in regards to 3D. I don't know. I'm a little bit more hesitant because I feel like usually 3D is gonna be a larger project, and I don't know. I get a little bit burnt out uh, in in the 3D space. So, like, I worked in a bunch of projects. I worked on on a app. So it was a startup that was creating an app for kids to play um, augmented reality. So an animation would play when you scan the cube, that sort of thing. So I worked on that. Also worked in 3D advertising as well. That's the gig I was mentioning that I found through Craigslist, and yeah. Besides that, a few other projects are smaller projects, but kind of the largest thing I I got to do, um, but it's not 3D itself. It's more compositing. Uh, is that I was in the paint department for a few movies, beauty paint department. So I was like in for the 3D conversion. I was for I don't mention this often, but it was Transformers. What was the other one? Maleficent. I think I did like a shot for Sin Cities and Edge of Tomorrow. That's the other one, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that's kind of, and I don't know. It's just I think client work with 3D, it depends a lot on the client, like how. Yeah, studio work, it's really time constrained, and I don't know. I feel that it works for some people, uh, but if you work like a where I have most of my experience is with advertising advertising work. That's where I have most of my experience, and they also expect like really fast turnarounds. But I was able to gain a lot of experience way before I started working with international clients in the advertising world. So I was like, okay, this is just, it can be a hard work at times, but I was kind of used to it. But 3D and studio work can be, it's a different beast, and you have to get used to it. And if your project or the contract that you have is really short, then like you're depending on maybe the opportunity to connect to like connect the end of a project with the beginning of another, and some people just find it like right away, and others it's not as easy. And if you're international, like me, you don't have the time to sit around and wait until a new window opens, sort of thing. So yeah, I don't know. It's just my point of view about that. Uh, but it was an interesting experience. Not gonna lie. It was interesting to see behind the scenes and actually be part of that for a little bit, because even if you're there for a long time, unless you, I don't know, you become like a director or something, you're still doing like, you're contributing a small part to a way larger uh, endeavor. So it's a full team effort, most definitely. Oh, I think I mentioned it, but like my visa, a baby mosquito. That's so random. You know what? I'm taking you up on it. I'll, I'll keep it in mind. Baby mosquito. That's funny. I think I mentioned it. Like basically, my visa was near the end. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to find a long term position because I only have 3 months left, or something like that. And they give you the a long term, like you need a year contract in order to be able to extend. And so I was like, okay, I think I did what I could to pursue this, and yeah, I was like, well, I guess I'll go back. So that was that. Actually, I think I knew someone with you with your name. No, I wasn't. I'm mixing up names. Is that name by any chance from India? Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. In my case, I study 1 year. That's what I was able to pay for. It's If you know about those courses, it's expensive. So I was able to study for just 1 year. So I only got, I think it was the year. So if you do 2 years, you get 1 year. If you do 2 years, you get three, which is awesome because you have enough time to. Oh, cool. I work with a bunch of people from India. Um, yeah, but yeah, it can be it can be a challenge to get uh, a permanent residence in Canada for sure. If you are just finding short-term work, if you get a contract, you can stay probably. If they like you, I'm not. Granted, it has to be a little bit of luck with with effort, but if you find a full-time position, you can probably stay. Like I know a bunch of people that were able to find uh, a long-term position, and I just couldn't find it for myself. So I wasn't gonna. Uh, I wasn't looking to force anything. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll just move on to different things. And if it comes to me being able to work on this field again, awesome. That'd be great. But if not, that's also cool. I can live with that. Because I'm way more into the concept art side of things, and I think I maybe if I would have found a course like the ones in BFS, they have concept art, but when I studied there, they didn't. I was like, when they set it up, I was like, damn, could have just went into concept art, maybe get a junior position, and but yeah, what you gonna do, right? What you gonna do? It is what it is. Yeah, that's true, but it's also not easy to get a like I've applied for concept art like junior positions. I've applied to a bunch, and uh, a lot of them don't reply. Could be also. I thought of like maybe the portfolio doesn't have what they would like, which I understand. I know I can do the work, but I also have to do other things, so I don't have enough time to. When you're in BFS, you're solely dedicated to making a portfolio that can get you a job. That's the sole purpose of going to that school. Um, and now I don't have that much time to dedicate to certain side projects. Um, So yeah, I was already an illustrator when I went to VFS. So that also, like, I already had a profession. I was working already when I decided to go to VFS. But definitely it would be awesome to see what would be actually possible, because what I got was like uh, a small uh, like look inside the experience type thing. All right, I like what I have so far. Yeah, I like it. I definitely like it. All right, so I guess I'll finish this later and probably post it over the weekend. If you decided to watch my stream, I appreciate you. Consider subscribing. It helps me a bunch. It helps me continue to pursue this dream. And yeah, you can check out my illustrated deck of cards on my website if you like. I also have illustrations on Redbubble if you want to check that out. Um, what else am I forgetting? Well, I set up a Discord that should be on the description on this stream on YouTube if you want to check it out. It's brand new. I'm just testing it out. If it doesn't work, I might just discard it, but it's there. If you want to join and get updates about the stuff I'm up to, or ask questions and so on and so forth. Anyhow, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. I'll be cutting the stream, so thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye.